All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, everything feels completely normal, but there's this invisible layer of computation just humming beneath almost every single action you take. Today, we're going to take a rapid look at how seamlessly artificial intelligence has slipped into our daily routines, and we're going to unpack a deeply fascinating theory about what this actually means for our humanity. I mean, think about it. We don't even have to anticipate our own needs anymore. Our devices are literally a step ahead. Before you even search for a coffee shop, your map is suggesting one. Before you realize you're running late, your calendar pings you with traffic updates. Technology has always changed how we live, sure, but this feels profoundly different, doesn't it?
And it goes way beyond just anticipating our basic needs. It's actually taking over our routine communications. You click a button, and boom, a perfectly polite, completely competent, and, let's be honest, maybe slightly soulless reply is just generated for you. We're literally outsourcing our daily interactions to algorithms.
Just look at how drastically our behavior has shifted in a few short years. We've completely moved away from the active pursuit of information. Typing keywords, scanning links, cross-referencing different sources. Now, we just instantly demand a synthesized answer from a chatbot. And what about creation? The blank page used to be this ultimate human adversary, but now that creative struggle is bypassed entirely. We don't paint anymore, we prompt. We don't draft, we generate. It's wild. Which brings us to the massive question at the very heart of our explainer today. This is something we really need to pause and reflect on. For the first time in human history, we've built a technology that doesn't just extend our physical abilities, like a hammer or a wheel. It actually extends our thinking. But by doing that, are we giving away the exact cognitive muscles that make us who we are? Section 1. The AI Thinking Revolution. From physical tools to mental extensions. Look, throughout history, we've always created tools to reduce mental effort. In the 1970s, the calculator took the heavy lifting out of complex math. In the 90s, the map and GPS meant we didn't have to memorize directions anymore. By the 2000s, the internet meant our brains didn't have to act as giant encyclopedias. All those tools changed human intelligence, but they didn't destroy it. But the 2020s, AI is the very first technology that extends and potentially replaces our core thinking process. As the saying goes, the question is no longer, can machines help us think? The question is, when machines think with us, what happens to our own thinking? The crucial takeaway here is that AI isn't just a static hard drive. It actively analyzes data, writes original stories, designs art, summarizes massive documents, and suggests complex decisions right alongside us. It's sitting right there in the cognitive driver's seat. Section 2. The Cognitive Offloading Trap. The danger of losing the internal process. There's actually a clinical term for this. Psychologists call it cognitive offloading, basically transferring a mental task to an external tool. We do it all the time, but there's a serious, well-documented trade-off. Think about it. If you always use GPS, your natural navigation skills get worse. If you always use a calculator, your mental math gets rusty. So what happens to a person who always asks AI for ideas? They practice independent creativity less. Because here's the thing, thinking isn't just a race to get the right answer quickly. The human brain is physically shaped by experience and struggle. Every single time you wrestle with a problem, hit a dead end, search for a new angle, or deeply reflect on a tough situation, your cognitive abilities develop. The actual struggle of thinking fundamentally changes and grows us. So the real danger isn't that we're using AI. The danger is losing that vital internal process. Section 3. Protecting the reflective self. The Self-Harmonisation Theory. If we're constantly living in a world of immediate answers and instant generation handed to us by AI, we never actually sit with uncertainty. If every single question gets answered instantly, we risk losing the vital human journey of creativity. We lose the exploration of the unknown and that necessary friction that forces our reflective self to wake up and actually engage. There's a brilliant thought that hits the nail on the head. The human mind does not grow only from answers, it grows from searching. That completely captures the danger here. Eliminating the struggle of the search threatens to completely atrophy our reflective self. Because if you never have to search for meaning, eventually you just forget how to create it altogether. Section 4. Harmonizing Humans and AI, the Path Forward. Now, this isn't all doom and gloom. AI can be an incredibly powerful partner. When we use it right, it actually expands human potential instead of shrinking it.
A student can use it as an endless learning companion to master things way faster. A musician can use it to push creative boundaries and explore totally new sounds. A researcher can leverage it to analyze impossibly complex data and find cures for diseases. The ultimate goal has to be enhancing human thinking, not replacing it.
It all comes down to a division of labor. Artificial intelligence processes information and generates possibilities. Humans create meaning and decide what matters. That is the ultimate synergy we should be striving for. Let the machines do what they do best, process massive amounts of data and generate a wide spectrum of options. But we, as humans, have to stubbornly hold on to the power of meaning-making. We have to be the ones who look at those possibilities and decide what actually matters, what aligns with our values, and what's genuinely good for our future. Moving forward, our value in society and the workplace isn't going to be about memorizing facts or spitting out answers quickly. Machines have already won that race. Instead, our true value is going to be deeply rooted in uniquely human qualities. I'm talking about nurturing our curiosity, fostering genuine rule-breaking creativity, deepening our self-awareness and our emotional understanding, making meaning. These are the things that actually define the human experience.
So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on as we wrap up this explainer. Will humans remain connected to themselves while living with AI? The future of humanity won't be defined by whether or not machines can think. It's going to be defined by whether we continue to reflect, create, connect, and deeply understand ourselves. Intelligence isn't just about solving a problem, it's about knowing who we are. The real challenge of the AI era isn't creating smarter machines, it's creating a more harmonized human.